Hi, everyone. Can everyone could hear me? Okay, good. At first, I want to tell you something. I'm very happy to be here with you in Zurich. So it is incredible for me. Then maybe you catch it on the LinkedIn Great Cap2 post. But as a refresh, I'm Amelie. I'm the Swiss Omnichannel Manager for Switzerland at CSL Vifor. I'm also a blue lover. I'm also a running lover, a book lover, a traveling lover, especially my last trip in California. And I love human. And this is key for what will follow. But before I start, I need you to start. I want to ask you something. I want to ask you, when do you invest your energy, not your money, your energy, in a congress? Is it before? Is it during? After? Or you just click on replay? Let's take a minute and tell me, when do you invest your energy? All right, so we can see that most of you are Netflix marketeers. Well done. From life science industry, this is great to know. We have also ubiquitous people doing everything everywhere. And I'm happy to see that we don't have some replay inactive people. So. Ah, yes, because you. Ah, okay, please refresh. Oh la la. Ah, okay. Who's that? I want name. Good. Okay. So good to know. But it's great that we see that kind of results. So let's see together how we can orchestrate the Congress moments for our customers. And in my structure, I need the slide, please. In my structure at CSL Vifor Switzerland, we want to collect. Oops, it's too early. Yes, no. We want to collect the voice of customer. This is nothing new. Everybody would like to know the voice of customer. Okay. We are at the very beginning, I must be honest with you, we are at the very beginning of collecting the voice of a customer with this kind of approach. For strategic reasons, we started with that. So, of course, it's gold for everybody of us. Everybody wants to know the needs, the expectation of the customers. It's nothing new, very basic. We have insights coming from the field. But often, we have the question at the same time in mind, are they quickly actionable? Can I react easily and quickly with this kind of insight I have? And we thought, okay, we need to start somewhere with a touch point. And for us, we thought, okay, Congress can be the great first easy touch point to activate. And at the same time, I don't know why, but it was great. We had the chance to meet Cap2 team in a Swiss event, and they present or they spoke about Scraver tool to collect this voice of customer via great survey. We thought, this is the right occasion to move forward. So we decided to move forward into this engagement strategy. Our objective was to maximize this Congress impact with engaging approach, the before, the during, and the after. Okay, quite easy objective. And in addition to that, what was very key for us is that what we wish is to engage with the customers, to analyze, to react, and then to repeat. And this was very key, and this was like the motto, and this is like the motto for our teams. So we brainstorm, we ideate of our current challenges, current ways of working as well, because you need to consider the ways of working as well. And we just observe that Congress often is a logistic affair. You have the checklist for the coffee machine, you have the planning, you have the program for the speaker. Okay, the staff will be on booth, etc. Often, it's focused on the physical presence on booth, with maybe the risk that we are a one-shot effort in mind. and with short impact. And we had also the wish, like everybody of you, I think, that our customer feel like at home with us, in the Congress, but with us as well. Because in a Congress, human is crucial, human to human. Otherwise, we do a webinar. A big challenge we had, and we have, is also to collect email consent. And we thought, this touch point could be also the right one with this voice of customer to collect a consent, an email consent. And then, of course, we have our orchestration of omnichannel orchestration with all the other activities, offline, online, before, during, and after, and it has to suit and to integrate that as well. So that's what we had in mind. And we had a first approach, like a three-stage model. It looks like a routine, but you know, routine is human. And we are human, our teams are human, our customers are human. And we have that divided into three parts, before, during, and after, with the willing to collect the voice of customer at first, before the Congress, when preparing, setting the stage, teasing, creating the relationship. And we had some pre-event survey. I will tell you after with which kind of activities we deployed that. During, we can engage with intelligence, the human intelligence, gamification, for example, the collect of opt-in, the email consent, for example, the social listening as well, with the voice of customer surveys. And after, we can also reuse this voice of customer survey just to extend what we had before and to develop the engagement with the customer, for example, with the key highlight of the congresses, and then reactive this kind of key highlight via surveys. Here there are some screenshots of what kind of design we had in our survey. So it's something you can do everything. So it was funny to do that, and everything, of course, integrated into an omnichannel engagement approach. This engagement journey with the touch point. So like in every project, it's nothing new, but we need to coordinate. That means that everybody needs to know what he has to do, what is his or her role, when, etc. Nothing new, but often we forget that. We forget that to have a structured approach. And for that, we have one-stop shop place, which is the tool monday.com, like Trello or like that. Very easy tool, where every task is given for a congress, before, during, and after, with the responsible. And we can track that. Everybody can also access to that and see who is responsible and include the survey template or blueprint in it, etc. But we are not alone to do that. We have at CSL Vifor Switzerland 2 facilitators, and they are facilitators. They are not content creators. This is key. They are orchestrating between the function, medical, marketing, sales. They are orchestrating as well with another great support, which is the CAP2 team. So you can see here the family portrait. I assume you recognize the CAP2 one. And they are very supportive, and this is also key in the project management. So we start with our first experience in December last year. It was a pilot. We start in Lausanne at the Swiss National Congress for Nephrology. We thought, okay, this is the good place to start because nephrologists in Switzerland, they do not have a lot of events or congress. They go often abroad, but in Switzerland there is just one national, and they are all there. And we knew as well that we had specific touch point identified to collect the voice of customer. So before we sent teasing emailing to our consent customer via our marketing automation tool, including a voice of customer survey. During the Congress, we had the booth, as well with the survey, and we had the chance to have a symposium on a specific topic, where we can also collect some insights, some voice of customers. And after the Congress, we sent as well, again, an emailing via the marketing automation tool with a Scriver survey in it. So for each step, the objective were at first, get in touch, just set the stage, hey, will you be there at the Swiss National Nephrologist Congress? It was very quick, very easy, yes, no. Maybe you can think, yeah, but he said yes, but he will not come. At the end, we don't care. We just want to make the relationship and tease a bit. Of course, it was given also with some info and symposium, etc. But the very easy Scriver survey were given here. Then during the Congress, at the symposium, we collect as well some elements regarding the interest on the topic, on the speaker, on the idea of moving forward with the treatment, that kind of thing. And at the same time, we had on the booth as well another survey running just to catch the interest or the intent about us, CSL Vifor Switzerland, their satisfaction level, etc. And to collect the email consent as well. And it was not a cold QR code on a paper, I don't know where, on the booth. It was given with human to human. And this is key, because on the booth, it was like a bit of gamification, and our sales rep were supported and a bit trained as well by the great CAP2 team, just to have that very smooth. And don't worry, it's not a market study. Go for it, try it, etc. And we could also upskill our Salesforce team on the booth to push that kind of small, funny survey. After the Congress, we used the survey we used the communication to bring insight after the event, etc., to follow up, but as well to collect other elements after the Congress to know if they took part, what they thought, what they still need, do they wish a contact, a visit, etc. And the idea is to keep the flame alive, like in a love story. So this is also an element we use here. And I know that you love KPI, you love analytics. We had a great workshop before on that. I know that we are all driven by analytics. Here we are very qualitative. It's about voice, and it's our first project. I have KPI, don't worry, I have two. But we had as well KPI for us internally about the topic interest, about the disease awareness, etc. I will not share that with you. I will just share with you the participation rate on all surveys we have, as well we tested as well our net promoter score. And something very important, we could also collect these famous email consent. And it was great, but because it was not doctor@yahoo.com. It was alexandre.muller@, no. So real, actionable, great email consent. Great value. And here I place again the great support of the CAP2 team on the booth at the symposium to help to smoothen this way of doing, of collecting the voice of customer. Of course, it was our first pilot project. Now we are preparing the next ones. We have one at the end of June. And we have some learning with us, of course. Of course, Congress, you can think Congress is event. Yeah, yes, but no. They are typing point on your relationship with the customer. And that means that we can collect, we can engage. And engaging is already preparing. And in my opinion, this is key. Imagine when you go to a restaurant. For the restaurant staff, the experience often starts when you sit with your menu. But no, the experience starts before, when you book, when you looked for the restaurant on the web, when you are looking for a place to park your car, etc. And often we forget this pre-momentum. And this is why preparing is already engaging. And we noticed also, we can observe that the best moments are co-created within the team. Marketing, medical, sales. This is a very cross-functional project because all of them have a perspective of the customer, and it's rich to bring or to try to converge everybody with the idea in one project. That means also that without internal alignment and a bit of change management or coaching, it's impossible to orchestrate a seamless experience for our customers. Of course, what we capture before, during, and after the Congress is food for the next campaign. Of course, nothing new. And we are all rich in content. We have great content, sleeping, I don't know, in Viva, which library. But if it's not displayed at the right place or at the right momentum, this is invisible content. What we learned as well is we have limited resources in terms of people, in terms of budget. And you think, wow, these kind of things must be big budget. But no, we could manage this, and we will launch this for now until, in the future, with no limits, so it's possible. Every interaction we have is data. Data is also a piece of opportunity. Every data is a piece of opportunity. And in that in mind, of course, this is something very basic, but we can only improve what we follow. And not only quantitative, but as well qualitative. And here, a learning is that we need to use the support we have. Cap2 is a great partner, and we very quickly learned that we can rely on them to best prepare the things for our customers. And this is a learning that we need to take with. Just rely, you are partnering, you are not just paying, you are partnering with Cap2, and before, during, and after, they are here with you. And at the end, as learning, we are never perfect. We need to start. So we need to start small, but to start now. If we wait until, we will never do it. So start small, but start now. And for us, as perspective, what we want now and what we are now doing is to create a systematic plug-and-play approach for the Congress. Okay? Every Congress, the people, the internal and external team, they know that there is Voice of Customer project. And this is something very easy to bring. It's the routine. We love routine. Like we are human. And what we want also for the future is not just activate Congress touchpoint or Congress momentum, but on other channels as well. And we want to transform this approach of Voice of Customer like in an incremental way in our pathway with the doctor, with the customer. A perspective as well is to upskill our teams. Because yes, there is the soft skills, we can do something, but the hard skills as well with what we collect, what insight, why do we want to have this question, for which purpose, what we will do with this kind of question. It's a bit easy to say, but it's not easy, in fact, and we need to upskill as well the internal team, like marketing team, medical, and sales. And we want also to continue to leverage this intelligence, collective intelligence between the team, because with that we know, and we are for sure, that we can have this great customer experience we want to bring to our HCPs. So as a conclusion, I will say that Congress are not events, and then for me, they are springboard for commitment. We want to live and mark and inspire our customer. Yes, I was at this Congress. I met here I had this experience, etc. Not only with us, but also with the other. We have all the same customer at the end, and they have to live something with us. And at the end, I will say that we can be serious, because yes, we are serious people, we have serious data, etc. But we can be serious in a funny way. With a funny survey, and voila, that's it. That's our experience at CSL. Thank you.